As a small business owner, managing your social media can be tedious. You have so many things to think about. So, managing your social media is just one of those things that you absolutely have to do because we know how important social media is in today's business. So, today I'm going to be looking at some tools that can make your life easier by helping you to automate certain things and managing social media for you a little bit more efficiently. Now, there are two ways you can think about managing your social media channels. That could be either going directly into the social media channel itself, logging into your account and managing it from there. Now that means that you'd have to log into Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Twitter, whatever it is that you might have as your social media channels. But there's also another way. Using certain platforms, you'd be able to manage all of your social media inside one place, and that gives you a lot of efficiency and prevents you from context switching from one channel to another. So you'll be able to schedule your posts, look at your analytics, buy your ads, do everything you really need to do to manage your social media campaigns just from one place. But today I'm going to be looking at Facebook and Instagram and showing you the native capabilities. So that's the capabilities that are available to you when you go to facebook.com, and also show you the capabilities when you're using a different tool to manage all of your social media channels. Now, most of these tools are actually paid tools, but I have found one that is free that you should actually consider. My thing is just really getting you started. Now, as you kind of use these tools, you figure out what really works for you, and you figure out actually which tool you should actually use. So there are many of them. There's Hootsuite, Sprouts, Buffer, Later. There's so many, and all of them are have really great, amazing capabilities. Buffer provides a free tool that you can use to actually manage most of your social media channels. They also have some paid versions that cost about $5 per month, so it's really cheap for organizations that are really starting out. So look at what the free options give you. It gives you quite a lot. You can do so many awesome things with the free features, but let's start by looking at the native features that come from Facebook and Instagram. I'm going to be focusing on Facebook and Instagram, not necessarily Twitter, but I will look at Twitter a little bit when we go into Buffer. Okay, so right now you can see I'm on the Facebook screen, and this is just me logged in into my page. Now, one thing I would say is that you can easily create a page, so I'm not going to go through that. Now, to see what Facebook has to offer, and it's funny because Facebook has a number of things that they actually do offer. So let's look at some of them. Now, these are just pretty much things that you can use to manage your account. But where I'm actually interested is in a tool called Meta Business Suite. So the Meta Business Suite is where you manage a lot of the automations associated with your Facebook channel. Okay, so you can see that I have my Facebook Meta Suite right here, and two of my accounts are actually connected as well. You can connect whatever accounts you want, and there's several other tools that are here. So it has quite a number of tools that you can actually look at. So if I open this, you see managing your business feed, your inbox, your planner, posts and stories. You can see the different business apps that are connected to your Facebook account, and this is pretty cool. So this is basically like Facebook providing you with kind of an easy to use tool to manage a lot of your social media operations. So I'll focus on a few of them today, starting with the planner, because these are the things that really make your life easy. Now, a planner allows you to schedule posts in advance, so that way you don't have to worry about your marketing campaigns or your marketing throughout the week. You can actually schedule them in advance. So to do that, you just go to create, and you can create either a post or a story. So you can create a post like this, and you can see that you can actually select both Facebook and Instagram for this to go out in. You can enter your text right here. Getting customers is tough, but keeping them depends on the experience you provide. Okay, so this is just me just putting something there. Okay, so now you have your text. You can add a photo to it. So I'm just gonna add a very simple photo here. So let's just put this photo, and I'm just gonna put it here. Okay, so Now you can then go down here and schedule your post. So you can schedule the dates that you want. Now, one cool thing about Facebook is that they're also providing you with recommendations as to the best time you should actually be posting. So as an example, they're telling me here that tomorrow at 12 p.m. would be the optimal time to actually make this post, because that's when people might read my post. So you can actually go ahead and post that. And once you schedule your post goes out. So let's say I schedule my post, then it's going to go out when you've actually scheduled it. So it makes it pretty easy for you to schedule these posts out in advance. So what you would do is plan your campaign for the week and just schedule them across. So this is pretty cool. Facebook also has other things that are awesome that you should look at. Insights is something that is really amazing to see how your content is performing. That's definitely something that you should keep an eye on. So you can see the different metrics that you're tracking. You're tracking reach, you're tracking your page and profile visits, and you can do some really fancy stuff with Facebook. The next thing that you want to think about is engagement, right? So people will typically reach out to you via different channels. They provide you with one place for you to manage all of your messages. So that's including messages coming from Messenger, Instagram, and even WhatsApp. So all of that can be managed right from inside one inbox. And I think that's a really, really important thing. Now, if you're going to be using ads to promote your business, of course, Facebook provides you with ads. The point I was trying to make here, like I said earlier on, is the fact that Facebook is really doing a lot to provide you with a lot of things you need so that you don't have to go elsewhere. But the one thing they can provide you is a way for you to manage Twitter. They can provide you with a way to manage YouTube and things like that. So that's where you need a different tool to work with. But if you look at this, they have quite a number of really cool stuff that you can use. All right, so let's talk about Buffer. Now, Buffer provides you with really a free tool, like I said earlier on, and you can just go to buffer.com. Buffer would provide you with access to this tool you can use to manage different aspects of your social media. Now, the first thing to note here is that you can add a number of channels. So if you can add Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest. You can add so many different channels here. So if I go to manage channels as an example, you can actually connect a new channel and you can see the list of channels you can connect here. You can even connect your Shopify store if you have a Shopify account. You can connect LinkedIn. So these 6 social media channel accounts that you can connect here. So to connect an account, like I said, you go to connect account, you select the account you're trying to connect. He's going to ask you, in the case of Facebook, it's going to ask you whether you're connecting Facebook or Facebook group. And you can just go ahead, once you hit connect, is going to try to ask you which channels you want to connect. Now, I already have my channel connected, so I don't need to worry too much about that. Let's look at scheduling a post. Now, to schedule a post, all you need to do is go to create post. So I have an image here already. You can just add the text, managing social media channels does not need to be a hassle. Okay. And one thing you can do here is that you can design with Canva. So this integrates directly into Canva. If you want to add a Giphy or a GIF, you can actually do that from here. So it has all these things integrated. So if you're someone who loves basketball, as an example, you can just add your GIF there. And you can see that you can also customize the individual messages going out to the different channels. So this is going out to Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. You can actually go and analyze each one. Now, the next thing you can do is that you can either share your post immediately. Or you can schedule your posts to go out at a certain period. You can schedule your post to go out on a certain date at a certain time. So that is something you can do also with Buffer. So the same thing we saw with Facebook, but the difference here is that you have more accounts, because you can add Twitter, you can add LinkedIn, you can add Pinterest. So it makes it a little bit much easier. Okay, so what else can you do with Buffer? Of course, you have analytics, so you can actually go and look at how your post is performing. So similar to what we saw, but again, this time around, you can see it both for Facebook, Instagram, and in my case here, Twitter. So you can see the different metrics, and they have, some really good metrics here. So you can see the number of tweets you've had, how many clicks, impressions, engagements, things like that, your average performance, and things of that nature, your insights. Okay, the next thing is engagement, and this is where you monitor your channel for comments, replies, likes, direct messages. Those things will come in here and you'd be able to manage them. It also filters based on sentiment, so it can check to see comments that are negative, comments that are questions. So it applies some filtering that allows you to know which questions are which, and you can see your zero, you can see the number of unanswered comments you also have. So this is a really good way to keep track of everything that's going on. And like I said, this is not just managing it for one channel, this is managing it for several channels, which can make this really, really valuable to you. Okay, so the other thing that Buffer brings to the table is this start page. Now, if you just want to create a quick landing page to promote your business or something like that, and you want to just share that, maybe you don't have a website yet, or you have even if you have a website, but you just want a quick landing page to direct people to your website or to your content or whatever it is, you can use Buffer to do this. It's going to allow you to create something of this nature. So as an example here, you can see this layout I have here. It has a logo which you can update. It has a few, some text right underneath it, so you can add those things right here. I can change the format. There's so many things you can do here. You can add your own layout. You can change the appearances. So this gives you a good way to create a very quick landing page, and this is for free. So this is pretty cool because a lot of the things I showed you now, I just want to be clear that things like engagement come with a paid plan. So if you find this to be interesting for you and you feel like you want to subscribe to it, then this is what the pricing looks like. So it's free for scheduling, but if you want to go a little bit higher than that for more of the advanced features like analytics and engagement, then you probably want to pay $5 per social channel per month. But I would say that the free stuff is probably enough and okay for what you would need at the moment. Okay, so now I'm just going to talk about the last one in terms of managing your social, because I'm looking at things that are free, and that's really my whole point here, is looking at stuff that is free. Now, Canva has some premium features. I use the pro feature. I use the pro features. I subscribe to it. I think this is a lifesaver. I can't rave enough about Canva because it can make your life really easy. Now, the reason I'm talking about Canva is because Canva has very strong social media integrations. So which means that you can use Canva to publish to your Facebook, Instagram, Twitter very, very easily. So basically, as you're designing your social media content, you can quickly post them, you can schedule them. So Canva provides those things. So let's say you're going to post out an Instagram post. First and foremost, they provide you with a ton of templates that you can use. This is probably very topical at the moment, so maybe let's use this. And you can share this to your social media accounts. So you can see the different social media accounts you have here. So once you go to share on social, you see that you can share to Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, LinkedIn, and Tumblr. Now, also you can schedule, and this is a new feature. I think this is a paid feature. You can schedule when you want the post to go out. And I find this feature to be really, really exciting. Now, while Canva is great, I'll say that it doesn't offer nearly enough in terms of managing your social media channels. So there's no engagement in Canva. There's no analytics. Analytics is really important. I think it's one of the most important tools you should have, because you want to know how your content is performing, you want to know how things are going. And so I would say, if you're going to be dealing with Facebook and Instagram, you should probably explore the Meta Business Suite, because it provides you with everything you probably need to schedule posts and stuff like that. Provides you with an inbox, provides you with ads and also insights. It provides that for free. So there's no need for you to really think too much about paying for any other tool if all you're just doing is posting to Instagram or posting to Facebook. So I'll say, if you're using Meta Business Suite in conjunction with Canva, that should be more than enough for a small business. If you have to deal with Twitter, LinkedIn, and other social media channels, then maybe you should try out the free version of Buffer. And as well as using Canva. I think you should use Canva regardless. Now, as your business grows, you probably want to look at Hootsuite. Now, Hootsuite is much more advanced, has more capabilities that you can explore. That's it for the social media overview. I hope you can see all the free tools that are available to you to manage your social media accounts and how you can use them to drive efficiency. So using scheduling is very, very important. Always great to have a tool that allows you to manage all of your engagement in one place. Those things are huge time savers. So until next time, thank you, and yeah.